Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. I am Neha Paryani. In this session, we are going to solve a few problems on profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, so we have started this practice session series for accountancy class 12, and the first chapter that we are dealing in it is accounting for partnership firm, its basic concepts. So remember, there is already an explanatory video available on this topic on my channel, okay, in which we have explained in detail what is a profit and loss appropriation account, why do we prepare it, okay, and also its format and a few problems along with it. Okay, if you want the link of that video, it will be provided in the description box below or at the end of this video, so keep watching. Okay, so in the practice sessions, basically we are trying to solve more and more questions from the textbook, right? So the textbook that I am using is this one, textbook from NCERT board for class 12. Okay, so if you don't have this textbook, you can also download its soft copy from internet, right, in the form of PDF, right? So the problem that we are going to solve today is this one, third one. First question relating to your profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, previous two questions in your textbook were relating to partners capital account, which we have already solved in the previous session, that is practice session 1. Okay, so in today's session we are going to solve these three questions relating to profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, so the first question is, Harshad and Dhiman are partners since April 1, 2006. Okay, no partnership agreement was made. So this point is very important here. Okay, they contributed rupees 4 lakh and rupees 1 lakh respectively as capital. In addition, Harshad advanced an amount of rupees 1 lakh to the firm on August 1, 2006. Fine. Due to long illness, Harshad could not participate in business activities from August 1 to September 30th, 2006. Okay, the profits for the year ended March 31, 2006 amounted to rupees 1,80,000. Okay, now the dispute has arisen between Harshad and Dhiman. Right, so what Harshad claims, that he should be given an interest at 10% per annum on capital and loan. Okay, profit should be distributed in proportion of capital, right? These are the claims made by Harshad. Okay, now what Dhiman says, so Dhiman claims that profit should be distributed equally. Fine, he should be allowed rupees 2,000 per month as remuneration for the period he managed the business in the absence of Harshad. Okay, then interest on capital and loan should be allowed at 6% per annum. Okay, so here both the partners are in dispute, so they are making certain claims. Okay, now we have to give our decision, okay, so that whose claims are correct and how we should distribute the profits. Okay, so first of all, I would like to tell you that profit and loss appropriation account is the extension of profit and loss account. Okay, usually when there is a single owner in the partnership, in the firm, not in the partnership firm, in the sole trading concern, then whatever the net profit he earns from the business, he alone will take over that net profit or net loss. Okay, but when there are more than one owners in a firm, so basically we call it as a partnership firm. Okay, if there are more than two partners or minimum of two partners, then there has to be a certain account which distributes the profits or losses between the partners. Okay, so we prepare profit and loss appropriation account after preparing profit and loss account to distribute the profits or losses made by the business. Okay, but before distributing these profits and losses, we have to make certain adjustments, right? The salary, the remuneration, the commission that we give to partners, or the interest on capital that we give to partners, all those things will be deducted from the profits. Then the remaining profits will be distributed among the partners. Okay, so for making all these transactions, we prepare profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, now here it's very necessary to have a partnership deed, right? Partnership deed, it's nothing but an agreement which is made between the partners, in which everything will be mentioned clearly. The profit sharing ratio, okay, then the percentage of interest to be provided on capital, on loan, on drawings, everything will be clearly mentioned in it. Okay. Now, in case if there is absence of partnership deed between the partners, it means there is no agreement between the partners, then Indian Partnership Act 1932 has made certain rules. Okay. So in the absence of partnership deed, there are certain things we should know. Okay. So in the absence of partnership deed, we should not provide any interest on capital or drawings. Right. We cannot charge any interest on capital or drawings from the partners. Okay. In the absence of partnership deed, we cannot pay any salary, any commission, any remuneration to the partners. Okay. Then if any partner is giving loan to the business, then the interest on loan should be provided at 6% per annum. Right. Then profits and losses has to be distributed equally. Okay. So these are the few things that we have to remember. Right. Now, according to this question, so we have to distribute the profits. Right. The profits are given in the question, rupees 1,80,000. This has to be distributed between both the partners, but due to their dispute, first of all we have to settle their dispute, then we can prepare the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay. So here we have to give our decision on each and every claim made by the partners. Okay. So first, what Harshad is claiming, that he should be given interest at 10% per annum on capital and loan. Okay. But in the question, it's clearly mentioned that no partnership agreement was made. Okay. So we know that in the absence of partnership agreement, any interest on capital will not be provided, and interest on loan at 6% will be allowed. Okay. Is that clear? Right. So we can give our decision. Okay. So we can write it as Harshad's claim okay, decisions for the first claim made by him. Okay. So according to Indian Partnership Act 1932, in the absence of partnership agreement, no interest on capital to be provided to any partner. Clear? We should not give any interest on capital to any of the partner. Okay. And interest on loan to be provided at 6% per annum. Clear? So here he made a claim that he should get the interest on capital, which he is not going to get, and he also claimed that 10% interest on loan should be provided to him. So here we cannot give him 10%, but 6% interest on loan will be provided to Harshad. Okay. Then his second claim is profit should be distributed in the proportion of capital. Okay. So this can be made when there is a agreement, when there is a partnership deed, right? But here there is no partnership deed. So again we know that in the absence of partnership deed, the profits and losses should be distributed equally. Okay. So decision for second claim, in the absence of partnership deed, profits and losses should be distributed equally between the partners. Right? Next, what are Dhiman's claims? So first of all, he is claiming that profit should be distributed equally. So here his claim is correct, right? So in the absence of partnership deed, we distribute profits and losses equally. Okay. So here we can write it as Dhiman's claims, decisions. Decision for his first claim is, so Dhiman's claim here is justified, right? Dhiman's claim is justified if there is no partnership deed, profits and losses will be shared equally. Okay, now what is the second claim made by Dhiman? That he should be allowed rupees 2,000 per month as remuneration for the period he managed the business in the absence of Harshad. Okay, see in the question it's given that due to illness Harshad could not participate in the business activities from 1st August to 30th September, means August and September, 2 months. Okay, so here Dhiman is asking that he should get 2 months salary at rupees 2,000 per month. Okay, so but we again know that in the absence of partnership deed, any salary, commission, bonus or remuneration will not be allowed to any of the partners. Okay, so here Dhiman's claim is not justified. Okay, so you can write it as no salary will be allowed to any partner in the absence of partnership deed. Okay, then his third and last claim is interest on capital and loan should be allowed at 6% per annum. Here interest on capital cannot be provided, but interest on loan will be provided to Harshad for his advance. Okay, so at 6% it can be provided. Okay, so here one of his claim is justified and the other one is not justified. Okay, so you can write it as interest on capital cannot be provided, but interest on loan can be provided at 6% per annum. Okay, so now we have given our decisions. So these decisions are not by us, it is according to Indian Partnership Act 1932, right? So now we have solved the dispute. The next thing we need to do is distribute the profits by preparing profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, so here we have to do another one thing, that is we have to provide 6% as interest on loan to Harshad, right? So first of all, profit and loss appropriation account always starts with the net profit or net loss which is given in the question. Okay, if there is net profit given in the question, take it on the credit side of profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, net profit, in bracket you can write P&L account. Okay, and in case if there is net loss given in the question, take it on the debit side. Okay, as net loss bracket P&L account. Okay, so in this question profit is given, right? So the profits for the year ended March 31, 2006 amounted to rupees 1,80,000, right? So 1,80,000 rupees is the total profits. Okay, then we have to, means the firm has to pay interest on loan to Harshad, right? Now remember another one thing here. Okay, so whatever the firm has to pay to the partners will be recorded on the debit side in the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, and whatever the firm has to receive from the partners will be recorded on the credit side of the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, here the firm has to pay interest on loan to Harshad, right? So that is why take it on the debit side as interest on loan, in bracket you can write Harshad. Okay, so he has advanced 1 lakh rupees to the firm, means he has given 1 lakh rupees loan to the firm. The date is also mentioned here, on October 1, 2006. Okay, so in the middle of the year he has given the loan. Okay, so you can do it as 6 by 12. So interest will be provided only from October to March, right? We will not provide him interest for full year because he has given the loan on this date, on 1st of October. Okay, October to March, 6 months are remaining, right? So 6 by 12 into, we should provide interest at 6%. So 6 by 100. Clear? So when we simplify this, we get the amount as 3000 rupees. Okay, so 3000 rupees should be provided to Harshad as interest on loan. Fine. Now all the entries are taken. Okay, because there is no partnership deed, we cannot take entries like salaries or interest on capital. Nothing should be taken. Now we should just distribute the profits. Okay, so close the account and check on which side the amount is more. Here the amount is more on the credit side, 1,80,000 rupees. 1,80,000. Okay, so the difference 1,77,000 rupees will be the capital, will be the profit which has to be distributed to the partners. Okay, so this is treated as profit. Okay, distributed to partners capital accounts. Okay, now in which ratio we have to distribute it? So if there is absence of partnership deed, we have to distribute these profits equally to the partners. Clear? So for Harshad and for Dhiman. Okay, total profits are 1,77,000 into half of the profits belongs to Harshad, and again same 1,77,000, half of the profit belongs to Dhiman. Okay, so when you simplify this, you get the value as 88,500. Here also 88,500, right? So the profits will be transferred to their capital accounts. Okay, so this is how we prepare profit and loss appropriation account in the absence of partnership deed. Clear? So if you want, you can cross check with the key answers here. Harshad's share of profit is 88,500 and Dhiman's share of profit is also 88,500, right? We got the same answer here. Now the fourth problem in your textbook is this one. Okay, so if you don't have the textbook, you can also take the screenshot. Okay, for time being you can take the screenshot, but later on you download the PDF of this book. Okay, so question is, Akriti and Bindu entered into partnership for making garments on April 1, 2006 without any partnership agreement. Okay, so here in this question also, partnership agreement or partnership deed is silent. Okay, it means it's absent. Okay, they introduced capitals of rupees 5 lakh and 3 lakh respectively. On October 1, 2006, Akriti advanced rupees 20,000 by way of loan into the firm without any agreement as to interest. Okay, profit and loss account for the year ended March 2007 showed profit of rupees 43,000. Right? Partner could not agree upon the question of interest and the basis of division of profits. You are required to divide the profits between them, giving reason for your solution. Okay, so here again it's the same case as we did in the previous problem, right? So we know that other than 6% interest on loan, any other interest, any other salaries will not be provided to any of the partners. Okay, so here in this question the profit is given, right? The profit for the year is rupees 43,000. It's given. Okay, and Akriti is giving 20,000 loan to the firm on October 1, 2006. Okay, again everything is same here. So as I told you, profit and loss account, appropriation account should start with the net profit or net loss, right? Particulars, amount, particulars, amount. So this is the debit side and this is the credit side. Okay, so if we have net profit in the question, take it on the credit side. Net profit from P&L account. Okay, net profit given in the question is 43,000 rupees. Right, now Akriti has given the loan to the firm of rupees 20,000 on which the firm has to pay the interest. Okay, so on the debit side. interest on loan 20,000 rupees is provided. Okay, on which date? Again on October 1st 2006, right? So 6 months are remaining from October to March. So only for 6 months the firm has to pay the interest. Okay, so 6 by 12 into again 6% per annum we should provide in the absence of partnership deed, right? So again when you simplify this, you get the value of rupees 600 here, right? So just close the accounts. 43,000 rupees, credit side is bigger, 43,000 rupees. Okay, difference amount 42,400. This is the profit now. Okay, so this will be transferred to partners capital account. Okay, and in which ratio? Again, when the partnership agreement is absent, we should distribute it equally. Okay, so for Akriti and for Bindu, right? So total profits of 42,400, into half of that belongs to Akriti and 42,400 into half of that belongs to Bindu. Okay, so your amount will be 21,200 for each partner. Clear? This will appear in their capital accounts. Okay, so again if you want, you can write a note here, right? So you can write a note that in the absence of partnership deed, interest on capital will not be provided, but interest on loan will be provided at the rate of 6% per annum. Okay, in bracket you can also mention according to Indian Partnership Act 1932. Okay, so if you do it like this, prepare the profit and loss appropriation account, then write a note, you will get the full marks. Now let us solve the fifth problem, the last problem for this session. Okay, Rakhi and Shikha are partners in a firm with capitals of rupees 2 lakh and 3 lakh respectively. Okay, the profit of the firm for the year ended 2006-07 is rupees 23,200, right? As per the partnership agreement, they share profits in their capital ratio after allowing salary of rupees 5,000 per month to Shikha and interest on partners' capital at the rate of 10% per annum. Okay, during the year, Rakhi withdrew 7,000 rupees and Shikha rupees 10,000 for their personal use. You are required to prepare profit and loss appropriation account, okay, and partners capital account, right? So here in this question it's clearly mentioned that there is partnership agreement between the partners, okay, and all these things have been decided in the partnership agreement. The partners will also get the salary, they'll also get the interest on capital, right, along with that share of profit also. Okay, so now we have to prepare the profit and loss account, profit and loss appropriation account for this one. Okay, so as I already told you, we should always start the account with the net profit or net loss. Again in this question, net profit is given. So net profit on the credit side, P&L account. Okay, so the amount of net profit given is 23,200, right? Next, they are telling that as per the partnership agreement, they share profits and losses in their capital ratio. Okay, we will find out this capital ratio, right? So after allowing salary of 5,000 per month to Shikha, okay, so we have to provide 5,000 per month salary to Shikha, right? So as I already told you, whatever the firm pays to the partners will be taken on the debit side, and whatever the amount received by the firm from the partners will be taken on the credit side. Okay, now firm has to pay the salary to Shikha, right? So you can take it on the debit side as salary. Okay, 5,000 per month. right? So for 12 months it will be rupees 60,000. Okay, you can mention here as salary to Shikha, right? So salary is done. Next, and interest on partners capital at the rate of 10% per annum. Okay, for this refer their capital. Capital of Rakhi is 2 lakh rupees and capital of Shikha is 3 lakh rupees. Okay, so we have to provide 10% interest on it, right? Again, firm has to pay the amount of interest on capital to the partners. So that is why on the debit side, interest on capital Rakhi, amount of capital of Rakhi is 2 lakh rupees. Okay, for full year they have to pay the capital, right, at the rate of 10%. So 10 by 100. Okay, and for Shikha, capital of Shikha is 3 lakh rupees. Okay, into 10% of that for interest on capital, right? So here it will be 20,000 rupees and for Shikha it will be 30,000 rupees. Total the firm has to pay 50,000 rupees as interest on capital to the partners. Okay, next they have given that during the year Rakhi withdrew rupees 7,000 and Shikha 10,000 for their personal use. Now here the amount of drawings is mentioned. Okay, but the interest on drawings, rate of interest on drawings is not mentioned in this question. Okay, and remember in the profit and loss appropriation account we should only take the interest on drawings. We should not take the drawings amount here. Okay, drawings amount will be taken in the partners capital account, right, not in the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, if in case there is interest on drawings given at certain percentage, then we would take it on the credit side, because partners have to pay interest on drawings to the firm, right? So firm will receive interest on drawings from the partners. That is why we would have taken it on the credit side, right? But here in this question it's not mentioned. So now everything is done. Just close the accounts and check on which side the balance is more. Here in this case we have more balance on the debit side, that is 1,10,000 rupees. Okay, now deduct 23,200 rupees from 1,10,000. So the balancing figure here will be 86,800. Okay, now this we call it as loss, right? If we get the balancing figure on the credit side in the profit and loss appropriation account, it means it's a loss, right? In the previous problem we got the balancing figure on the debit side, so we treated it as profit. Okay, again this will also be transferred to partners capital accounts. Okay, but in the form of loss, right? Now here another one important thing is they are telling that the profits of the firm is given. Okay, then they are telling according to agreement they should share profits in the capital ratio, not equally here, not equally. Okay, so we have to find out their capital ratio. Okay, how to find it? So for that the capital of partners are given 2 lakh and 3 lakh. Okay, so just write it like 2 lakh divided by 3 lakh. Okay, now try to divide them, cut all the zeros. Okay, now what the ratio we left is 2:3. Okay, so this is their capital ratio, right? In this ratio we have to distribute the loss or profit or loss to the partners, right? Now for Rakhi, total loss is 86,800 rupees, right? Out of that, now see 2:3 is the capital ratio, right? So 2 plus 3 is 5, right? If we divide the profits or losses in the 5 parts, 2 parts belongs to Rakhi and 3 parts belongs to Shikha. Clear? So here you should take it as 2 by 5. 2 plus 3 is 5, right? So out of 5, 2 parts belongs to Rakhi. That is why 2 by 5. Okay, and for Shikha, total loss is 86,800 into 3 parts out of 5 belongs to Shikha. That is why 3 by 5. Clear? So when we simplify this, we get the amount 34,720 and 52,080. So here in the same question, they have also asked us to prepare partners capital account along with profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, we have already prepared profit and loss appropriation account. Now we also have to prepare partners capital account, right? So we have already learned how to prepare partners capital account in the previous session. Okay, now if you have watched that video, you will find it very easy here. Okay, now again, one thing we have to remember, that whatever the partner pays to the firm will be recorded on the debit side, and whatever the partner receives from the firm will be recorded on the credit side, right? So remember, profit and loss appropriation account we are preparing with the view of the firm, right? Whatever the firm pays, we record it on debit side. Whatever the firm receives, we record it on credit side. But in the partner's capital account, whatever the partner pays will be recorded on the debit side, and whatever the partner receives will be recorded on the credit side. Okay, and we already know partners capital account starts with the capital brought in by them. Okay, so balance brought down, capital of both the partners is given in the question, 2 lakh rupees and 3 lakh rupees. Okay, so after that, right, so after that what should be taken? So check in the question. So there is a salary, right? One of the partner is getting salary of rupees 5,000 per month, right? So partner is receiving the salary from the firm, so take it on the debit side. Salary to the partner. So here Shikha is receiving the salary 5,000 per month. So for 12 months it will be 60,000 rupees. So mention 60,000 in Shikha's amount column and nil in Rakhi's amount column. Okay, then after that we have interest on drawings. Okay, again interest on capital, not drawings. Okay, 10% interest on capital should be provided, right? Again, firm will pay interest on capital to the partners, right? But partners are receiving interest on capital, right? So take it on the credit side. Interest on capital, right? Already here the calculations are made. Just take the same amount here, 20,000 and 30,000. Okay, next in the question drawings amount is given. Okay, now we should take drawings amount in the capital account, not in the profit and loss account, profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, now during the year Rakhi withdrew 7,000 rupees and Shikha rupees 10,000 for their personal use. Okay, now if the partners have made the drawings, so not now, but in the future they have to pay that amount, right? They have to pay that amount back to the firm. Okay, so that is why we will take it on the debit side, because for partners has to pay amount of drawings to the firm. Okay, so drawings, Rakhi's drawings are 7,000 rupees and Shikha's drawings are 10,000 rupees, right? In case we had interest on drawings, so that also we would take it here, because along with the drawings partners have to pay interest on drawings to the firm, right? So there is no interest on drawings in this question, but if it was there, then we would have taken it here, right? Then other than that, we should transfer the profit or loss from the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, in this question we have loss, right? Here it's on credit side, right? So here it will be on the debit side. Loss on revaluation, loss from P&L appropriation account. Clear? So again the amount of loss is already calculated, 34,720 and 52,080. Okay, if there was profit in this question, then we would have taken it on the credit side, because partners receive profits from the firm. Okay, and partners has to pay for the losses of the firm, right? Clear? So now again everything is recorded, just total and check on which side balance is more. Okay, balance is more on the credit side. So the total here is rupees 2,20,000 for Rakhi and 3,90,000 for Shikha. Okay, mention the same amount here, 2,20,000 and 3,90,000. Okay, now deduct these amount. So balancing figure for Rakhi will be 1,78,280 rupees. Okay, and balancing figure for Shikha will be 3,27,920. Okay, we can write it as balance carried down. Okay, this will be the new capital of the partners, and this will be appearing in the balance sheet, right? So when we do full problem, 12-mark problems, then we will understand. Okay, but this is how you should prepare profit and loss appropriation account and partners capital account. Okay, so in this session we have solved these 3 questions, right? So in my upcoming session we are going to solve the next 3 or 4 questions. Okay, so please keep watching.